Hello everyone and welcome to Lowwapanews, program made by Scouts for Scouts, right here in the Northeastern Pennsylvania Council. My name is Leo Cahages and welcome to all of our viewers from throughout Pennsylvania and across the country. On this week's episode, we'll be reviewing first aid for ankle sprains and strains, as well as dehydration and heat exhaustion. Before that though, we go to meteorologist Dustin Etzel for the weather report. How's it looking out there, Dustin?
For this weekend's weather report, you're going to have a lot of sun, some clouds, and towards the end of this week you're going to have a thunderstorm with a lot of rain, just like now. Back to you, Leo.
Thanks, Dustin. Hiking is one of the best ways to enjoy the outdoors while maintaining social distancing. Since so many people are doing it recently, it's important to make sure that we're up to date with first aid skills that could be needed when going on a hike. For more on that, we go to instructor Christian Wieland.
Hello everyone, it's your old pal Christian here in the great outdoors, and I will be giving you your daily dose of first aid. So today we will be going over how to treat a sprained or injured ankle on a hiking trip. And finally, we will wrap up by talking about some dehydration and some heat exhaustion and how to prevent them. So without further ado, let's get started. When someone gets injured during any sort of trip, you want to make sure to immobilize the body part so that they can't move it and hurt it even further. In this case, we will be showing how to immobilize an injured ankle. So, I'm going to bring the camera right on down. We have a shot of the boot right there. Now, if you have a caravat or a triangular shaped bandage, that is always great, but if not, any cloth or a simple troop neckerchief will also do the trick. You want to roll up your neckerchief so there's just a little bit left hanging. And then you want to make sure that the neckerchief or the bandage goes right underneath the front of the heel of the ankle. And then you simply want to wrap both sides of the neckerchief around the back of your foot, crisscross. Same thing around the front. Pull tight. And then you also want to end off with a square knot. And if done correctly, you could see an incredible difference. We'll move that ankle forward. And as you can see with this ankle, I can move it however which way I want. And with this ankle, I can hardly move it at all. And when I do move it, it mostly goes where my leg goes. So, next, you want to address how the person is feeling. If they are able to continue walking without any severe discomfort, they can continue to hike on their own. However, if they do feel severe discomfort, you want to help them to their destination with such methods as a two-person carry or a walk assist, which is when you put your arm on their arm and they put their arm over your arm and you help them walk with their one good leg as they lean on you with your two good legs. And now, finally, our last part of the discussion is heat exhaustion and dehydration. It's clearly getting hotter outside, and a lot of people are getting to go outside, which is a great thing. But you have to make sure that you stay hydrated, drinking plenty of water, especially when you're exercising. You want to drink more water, but you want to drink enough water nonetheless. 8 cups a day is the recommended, but a little bit more than that never hurts. If someone fails to drink that much water, or if they lose a lot of fluid, they will become dehydrated. And then the next step after that, even worse, would be heat exhaustion. And heat exhaustion is a difficult situation to be in. Definitely not something to be taken lightly, but don't you worry, because I'm about to teach you how to treat it. If someone is in heat exhaustion, you want to see if they are conscious. If they are, then you should offer them some sips of cool, not ice cold, but cool water, and you want to move them into the shade no matter what. You want to get them out of the heat so that they can cool down and hopefully get out of heat exhaustion. You also want to make sure that you follow the elevation rule, where you have their feet above their heart so that they do not go into shock. Now, to recap, today we went over how to immobilize an ankle that was injured while hiking, and what heat exhaustion and dehydration are, and how to treat them. Stay safe out there, stay hydrated, and be careful. Thank you for your time, and that was your daily dose of first aid. Back to you, Leo.
Thanks, Christian. Up next, we go to Eric Simakaski for the Scout Joke of the Day.
Thanks, Leo. Hi, I'm Eric. I'm from Troop 251, and I'm a Life Scout. Today, we have 2 jokes of the week brought to us by the Boys Life magazine. Our first one goes, "My dog used to chase people on a bike." You may be wondering, what did I do to stop him? Well, I took away the bike. And our second one goes, "What did Tennessee?" Well, the same thing that Arkansas. Alright, Leo, back to you.
Thanks, Eric. For the last segment on today's program, we go to Troop 1 in Honesdale Scoutmaster, Mr. Ellis, for the Scoutmaster's Minute.
Hi everyone, my name is Brendan Ellis. I'm the Scoutmaster of Troop 1 in Honesdale. One of my scouts who's in the Order of the Arrow asked if I could do a Scoutmaster Minute for you tonight. I figured I would share one of my favorite Scoutmaster Minutes with you. This is a poem by Frank Crane titled Boy Wanted. Boy Wanted. A boy who stands straight, sits straight, acts straight, and talks straight. A boy who listens carefully when spoken to, who asks questions when he does not understand, and does not ask questions about things that are none of his business. A boy whose fingernails are not in mourning, whose ears are clean, whose shoes are polished, whose clothes are brushed, whose hair is combed, and whose teeth are well cared for. A boy who moves quickly and makes as little noise about it as possible. A boy who whistles in the street, but not where he ought to keep still. A boy who looks cheerful, has a ready smile for everybody, and never sulks. A boy who is polite to every man and respectful to every woman and girl. A boy who does not smoke and has no desire to learn how. A boy who never bullies other boys or allows boys to bully him. A boy who, when he does not know a thing, says, "I do not know," and when he has made a mistake says, "I'm sorry," and when requested to do anything, immediately says, "I'll try." A boy who looks you right in the eye and tells the truth every time. A boy who would rather lose his job or be expelled from school than tell a lie or be a cad. A boy who is more eager to know how to speak good English than to talk slang. A boy who does not want to be smart, nor in any wise attract attention. A boy who is eager to read good, wholesome books. A boy whom other boys like. A boy who is perfectly at ease in the company of respectable girls. A boy who is not a goody-goody, a prig, or a little Pharisee, but just healthy, happy, and full of life. A boy who is not sorry for himself and not forever thinking and talking about himself. A boy who is friendly with his mother and more intimate with her than with anyone else. A boy who makes you feel good when he is around. This boy is wanted everywhere. The family wants him, the school wants him, the office wants him, the boys and girls want him, and all creation wants him. I hope you enjoyed that poem. A little something to think about. It's one of my favorites. I return back to that one every now and again. That's the kind of boy everybody wants.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ellis. That's the end of this week's episode of Lowwapanews. If you'd like to contribute to the program by teaching a Scout skill, giving a Scoutmaster's Minute, or doing anything else Scouting related, email Lowwapanews at lowwapanew.org for more information. That email address can be found in the description of this video. For Lowwapanews, this has been Leo Cahages. Thank you all for tuning in, and remember to do a good turn daily.